This is Non-League is back, and what better way to kick off a brand new season with not one, but two brand new teams in this league. As this is Non-League soccer in America, this is 314 versus St. Louis Scott Gallagher. This is actually week number 3 in the season. There have been a couple scattered games that have taken place before then. First things first, one of the teams you're seeing today, 314, this is their second home match of the season. They hosted Boffs a couple of weeks ago, and Boffs, well, they had a big romp over them, 6-0. And then just this past weekend, the new Jefferson City Club, United Capital City Athletic, they actually went to Boffs, and they actually escaped with a 2-2 draw. At one point, looked like they were going to take all 3 points, but then Boffs scoring this last-minute winner to seal a 2-2 draw. This gives me a chance to kind of tell you a little bit about how I am going to cover this league this year. It's going to be a little bit different than last year. I'm going to pull up the schedule right now. So you may see that there are some games that have stars next to them. Well, those stars are going to indicate which home team that I am going to feature each and every week. So like this game, for instance, I'm going to be featuring 314. It should be a fun one today. I'm really curious how Scott Gallagher comes out in this one. This is their first match in this league. And Scott Gallagher, they have a reputation for being kind of the big bad wolf of the local academies. They used to be the backbone that St. Louis FC was founded on in the UPSL Championship. They have one of the strongest youth academies, not just in St. Louis, but really, around the country as well. They're very renowned, and this is their first year at this level, and they're fielding an under-23 squad, which means there's going to be more of a veteran squad, and I'm really curious how they come out today against a 314 squad that, again, kind of licking their chops after a 6-0 loss. But let's go ahead and talk to 314's head coach. All right, I'm with the gaffer for 314, Jose Uribe, and first things first, welcome to the Midwest Premier League.
Thank you very much for the consideration. Yeah. We're happy to have you here.
Absolutely. So you're making the jump from the UPSL last year. Tell me a little bit about that transition. What led you to jumping to the Midwest Premier League?
Well, it was more of a competition type of thing. Last year we played in UPSL, but the city has this situation where we had probably 8-10 strong teams, but they were spread into 3-4 different leagues. So we found out about this league and how all the teams were coming to this one. So we want to compete to the highest level. We're going to get the best player and the best performances. So we got into the league.
And you jumped over with St. Louis Fusion as well. And so, are they going to be your rival this year, you think?
Everybody's a rival. Like I said, it's all from the city, most of them in our group. So it's always a derby everywhere we play.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about 314 and your squad today. Are they early college, late college? What age range are we looking at here?
So we have a pretty diverse mix. This is a project that has been going on for about 3 years. We had players from that first year, 3 years ago, but we range from late high schoolers, graduating high schoolers, early college, old retirees like 26, 27 years old. So it's a big diversity gap, and that's good because not only you get pace for the team to run these demanding games, but also have the mixture of experience to help develop the younger guys to get to the levels of soccer they want to go, college, clubs, anything.
Yeah. So are these players that have come up through the academy system?
Most of them. Really, we have done tryouts to get our players, apart from the guys that we know from different schools and universities that we have connections with. So, like I said before, it's just pretty diverse.
Yeah. So tell me about 314 itself. I mean, how does your academy work? When were you founded?
We were founded 3 years ago. So it's 2026, 2023 we started. It's funny because we have developed a lot throughout these 3 years. The first year we were playing with non-club jerseys. We were playing with Bayern Munich jerseys, and nowadays we have some pretty good equipment, and the team is growing pretty good. We have found some pretty good partnerships, and our aim is to keep getting the team to be better and better.
And one of those partnerships is this soccer field that you're playing on now. I guess at one point you were supposed to play at Lindbergh, and then you made the move up here.
Yeah, so we were playing at St. Louis Priory School before we made the transition here because it's somehow better facilities and it works better for our players as well. But as you can see in our shirts, we got Discover Zambia, we got the MOI Coffee, some of our allies supporting this project.
Very cool. And you got you've had kind of a tough road so far in the Midwest Premier League because you started off against Boffs, a very good team that was in the Open Cup, and now you're taking on St. Louis Scott Gallagher, the team that a lot of people think might be the big bad wolf of this division. So how are you feeling about going into this one?
Well, it happens to every big team, you know. Just like we saw in the Champions League, Real Madrid got beaten by Bayern Munich, and that's speaking at the highest level. But like I said, we're here to compete and we're here to learn from our mistakes, and we're ready to go into the next one.
So what's the plan of attack for today?
So Gallagher has a definitely younger team than Boffs, so it's probably going to be way more physical, but we have pretty young players today, and our squad is stronger than last week because we had a bunch of kids coming from college that were on finals and everything, so we should have a more compact block with way more energy, and we work our tactics this week, so hopefully it will be a better one.
All right, man. Well, best of luck today.
Thank you.
Both teams warming up here, 314 over there, and then over here, Scott Gallagher are warming up here. And again, I'm only not featuring like the Gallagher coach interview or the player interview at this point, just because I want these videos to be a little more streamlined. They'll get a feature coming up very soon. In fact, I think it's June 3rd, their second game actually at Soccer Park, where I will feature them, which I know I'm going to pop the schedule up again. I said I'd be there May 23rd, but I literally, right after posting that, someone warned me that, oh, St. Louis City plays at the exact same time on May 23rd. So I can't feature that one after all. Instead, for that weekend, I'll pop it up again. I'm going to feature ATAR. Instead, I'm going to be going to their game that night. It's their home opener, their first league game since they lost in the Gateway Conference final in Omaha last year, which, by the way, no one has to go to Omaha this year. Thank goodness for that. That was a bit of a kerfuffle last year because there was some question over where the championship was going to be played, and basically to try to keep Lenoma in the league, they played the game in Lenoma, and it was kind of a thing. But now that division has crumbled. So there was a Iowa and Omaha division last year that you had multiple teams dropping out of it, and Lenoma has decided to go and play elsewhere. Two of the teams that were in that division, however, have been moved into the Gateway East, as it's being called now. CESA, Southeast Soccer Academy, and Pearl City. You may be wondering, Tom, when are you going to go cover Southeast Soccer Academy and Pearl City? Well, I can only make one trip to Southeast Iowa, and there's one game where they play each other, and it's on a Wednesday night, July 8th. So I'm going to go cover them at that point and feature them at that point. Now, there'll be some games you'll see them this season before then when they come down here to play against St. Louis teams. But yeah, I looked at the schedule. I tried to make 2 trips to Southeast Iowa work, as my friend Darren in Burlington, Iowa can attest to, because I probably made plans and threw them out about 5 times. But yeah, July 8th, I'll go and cover CESA. I'll go cover the new Jefferson City team, United Capital, on May 31st at their home ground. They're a brand new team as well. It's cool, interesting thing about this league is that, you know, you have FC Kirkwood, who is a brand new team. You have Scott Gallagher, who's technically a brand new team, even though they're, you know, very well known for their academy. 314 and Fusion are moving up from the UPSL, and then you have United Capital, that's brand new. You have CESA and Pearl City coming down. The only club that's not returning in this division from last season is Club Atletico. They decided to not field a team this year, but I think a lot of those players you'll see on other teams this year. I think Kirkwood picked up a couple of those players. So yeah, a lot of interesting storylines here, but hey, you guys hungry? This place serves food. Not all places in this league serve food, but they do. Let's check it out. Well, the water fountains work here at Grieve Horse Soccer Park, which is good because remember the first game from the first ever This is Non-League Soccer in America series. Water was just about all you had. But here at Grieve Core, you've got a whole concessions menu. You can get pretzels, pub burgers. Hey, they even got a combo meal here. Large soda is about $3. They got beer here for $5, which is pretty good. They got pretty much a wide variety here, and as you can see, those are the concessions over there. They have a kind of a youth event going on here, so I think those shirts are related to that. But if those concessions back there didn't wet your whistle, you can get a snow cone, or you can get some coffee. By the way, this was actually where St. Louis Stars were supposed to play last year in the Midwest Premier League, but these fields have been damaged by a tornado back then, so they couldn't play there. They played in Cottleville City Fields last year. This year they're playing at St. Dominic in St. Charles County, and so that opened up 314 whenever they joined the league to move into Grieve Core. In terms of pure quality, this field might be one of the better ones you'll see this year. Dedicated soccer pitch, you got concessions nearby, restrooms. I mean, this is, I can see why a team like 314 would want to play here for sure. By the way, just in case you're wondering where the 314 player interview is, I got here a little later than I would have liked, and they were just about ready to start training when you saw me interview the coach. So they didn't want me to break their training, which is totally understandable. So hopefully I can talk to one after the game. That'll be dependent on kind of how the game goes, honestly, because obviously if 314 loses, I have to be a little have to show a little discretion per se.
We hustle together, we are responsible together, and we die for these kids together. Yes, sir. Let's go, boys. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Come on, boys. 314, 3, 2, 1, follow me. 1, 2, 3. 314.
314. Scott Gallagher. Let's do that non-league soccer. And This is Non-League Soccer in America 2026 is underway. Gallagher will be moving from left to right, and 314 will be going from right to left, as wind, by the way, is blowing a little towards where I'm at, so kind of a cross-field wind. Ooh, long ball. They got the Gallagher player on a push.
Get the band back together. Disconnect. Boy, take a breath, Joe.
Oh, what a header, but what a stop by the keep. Is that the clinical quality we can see from Scott Gallagher this year? That was a really nice free kick, placed perfectly, and guy with the header was there in the right position too. Had to force a big stop. Oh, got on his bicycle to keep that alive, but the keeper snuffs it out. A little bit grabby by the defender there. Short free kick, big header, and in. We have the first Scott Gallagher. No? Yes, we do. We got the first Scott Gallagher goal of the Midwest Premier League campaign. Yeah, that goal coming in the 6th minute. They took that really short free kick, and again, they are showing a lot of clinical ability on those free kicks and long balls into the box, and. Looked like, too, that, the guy that scored it had a bit of a size advantage on his man, as he literally just got dragged down. And 314 trying to stop this early momentum by Gallagher already by being a little plucky, but again, already a 1-0 hole to climb out of. Long ball here for 314, too long. As, by the way, the bleachers have filled out here a little bit as well, probably about 40 or so. And then, but of course, at this level of soccer, you always got to be prepared. So many come ready to stand along the sides or with lawn chairs. No matter what soccer ground you go to, no matter what any level you're in, always try to be a good steward of the ground you are at. There we go, it stayed. Always practice safe soccer habits. Oh, he's got some wheels on that far side there. Does he have the angle? They're actually going to say he was offsides. Ref saying he kicked him after the ball was cleared. Very clear explanation. Oh, he's free. Oh, shot save, rebound. And it's 2-0 Gallagher. They just stuck with it. Some fans not a fan of the call that resulted in that free kick, but nonetheless, 16th minute in, Gallagher now up 2-0, and the big bad wolf theory starting to become reality here. This Gallagher team is pretty good. Oh, what a long switch. But good convergence by the 3-1-4 defenders there. Wow. Even the corner taker apologizing for the kick as it was a little off target here, but Gallagher is still so good on those high balls that they're still able to adjust and get it on target. It was actually not a terrible chance either. Oh, this is a chance for 3-1-4, but it's right at the keeper, and the other player just runs over him, trying to get in a spot to take that ball and didn't know when to apply the brakes. 25th minute, as you can see, though, that was just right after the chance there by 3-1-4, their really first chance to make any sort of threat at the Gallagher defense. This is just simply, I think, Gallagher being just Gallagher. It's been a tough start for 3-1-4, honestly. They play your first two matches in a brand new league against a Open Cup qualifier and Scott Gallagher. That's a tough test. That's a tough ask for anyone. And so, depending on how the rest of this game looks, I mean, maybe we can kind of grade this one a bit on a curve. Oh, that's a handball just outside the box. Woo! What a stop.
But when he's coming into the box, so he's also holding him too before that. You don't see when they're running off.
Yeah, it's okay. He's our time. Rest. It's okay. Yeah.
Drop to you, I'm a little bit.
That was weird. He knew he was offsides, but they wouldn't blow the whistle until he kicked it. Oh, can he beat his man? Can he beat his man? No. Well defended. 40th minute now, as it's still 2-0, Scott Gallagher over 3-1-4. Tempo and pace of the game has really kind of slowed down a little bit. 3-1-4 had another injury as well since I popped on here. So there's already been 3 injuries this half, and I wonder if that has kind of helped take the wind out of the sails. Speaking of which, not really much wind to speak of today. It's a very light, gentle breeze. Feels good today. It's probably upper 70s, I would say. Kind of balmy. It rained a little bit today, but pretty good day for soccer here, as looks like Gallagher's got another counter going. Nope, went out of bounds. Oh, just missed. No, they ruled him off. Nope, I am not practicing my techers. I am being a steward. There we go. Free kick chance here for 314. Gets around the wall, just wide. And that's the first half. Gallagher going into, I'd say, the locker rooms, but the benches at 2-0. I'm going to give a lot of credit to 314 here as they really started to battle back in that half and towards the back end of the half, starting to get some chances a little bit. But again, the first part of that first half looked like it was going to be all Gallagher, all Gallagher, all Gallagher. And to be fair, they were definitely the more clinical of the two. But credit 314 for battling here. This would be a tall test going into this one. Everyone knew that. And to go into the half down 2-0 against, you know, maybe one of the best academies in the country, it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, what a through ball. He was offside, was he though? I'm going to show a replay of that right now. I thought he was on. I thought he timed his run brilliantly, but you be the judge of that. All right, this through ball is going to be onside. Easy finish. 49th minute, Gallagher has made it 3-0. Clinical timing with this club. You know, you saw that earlier with the long balls and the free kicks and the corners. This one here, another just well-timed run. 314 playing a high line and Gallagher just being able to just thread right through it. And honestly, it could be 4-0 if that one just from a few moments ago wasn't called back. Oh, off the post! Oh, an unlikely break for 314. Gets their real first shot on target, and it just rattles off the post. What a golden chance that was for them. Oh, what an ill-advised pass. They stepped right in front of it. Shot 4-0 Gallagher. Bad turnover in their own zone, and once the Gallagher player had it and once they had it, there was just all sorts of space to work with and pretty academic. Oh, nice ball to the left. Fakes this man out, gets a shot. What a nicely done play there by number 7 for Gallagher. Once he got the ball, he really did a great job to create some space, and yeah, just a great goal, 5-0. Picture tells 1,000 words. Oh! Oh, yeah, and that one goes over the uprights. Oh, another good-looking ball. Can he get there? Doesn't matter. Flag is up. Oh, nice steal. And that's a card. Ooh. That 7 has got some real good moves. Oh, good through ball. Shot. Oh, it's a goal for 314, but it's waved off for the offsides. This game can be cruel. By the way, number 7 for Gallagher, I've been informed, is Johnny Petruso, who just fed that pass up to the winger, who blows by his man, feeds it in. Is this going to be 6? It's 6. And guys, 80th minute, it's 6-0. I think it's pretty safe to say we kind of got the point. So I have to go to a St. Louis City watch party right now, and I have to leave now so I can get there in time. So that is actually going to do it here from Creve Coeur. Actually, don't go to the recap quite yet. 314's got another chance here. Shot on net, and it's saved. You know what? We'll leave them with a good moment here. Goodbye from Creve Coeur.
Well, the other Gateway East matchup this weekend took place in Burlington, Iowa. Southeast Soccer Academy hosted FC Kirkwood in their first ever match, and it would be Kirkwood getting their first ever goal and getting on the scoreboard first. But Sessa would come right back and drop 3 straight, including this absolute wonder goal by Antinigezwa Aiden, which might be a candidate for Midwest Premier League Goal of the Year, period. Kirkwood would get one back, but then Sessa would put one in right after that, and that would be the final 4-2. And so if you look at the standings, Boff's currently the team to beat, having played 2 matches so far, and standing atop with 4 points, with Scott Gallagher and Sessa following them at 3 points, and 314 having some work to do at the bottom, which I want to talk about them really quick here. It was a tough first 2 games in a brand new league for 314, playing Boffs as well as Scott Gallagher, 2 of the teams that will probably be duking it out for the division title this year. You only hope that a team like 314 can get their bearings and have a better finish to this season, as this is a team that actually won their UPSL division last year, so they came over with St. Louis Fusion as well, and so you just hope that 314 can right the ship and get it going as this season goes on. But admittedly, as a creator, this one was kind of a tough watch and a tough one to vlog, because you don't like to see a team get blown out like that, especially when you're featuring that team as part of your home match and your new philosophy towards covering games this year. So hopefully 314 can find better days ahead. If you enjoyed this video, please do the instructions on the bottom of your screen. It really does help this channel out. Thank you to the Zombie Ultras that helped me get out to games like this one. I wish I could have made it to Sessa this weekend. I just had other obligations that prevented me from going there. But again, I'll be going up there in July 8th to cover their derby match with Pearl City and cover Southeast Iowa in one fell swoop in that game. And this has been your Soccer Zombie, Tom Franklin. The next This is Non-League Soccer in America episode will feature ATAR Belleville, the division champions from last year. We'll see what they're up to in 2026. And in the meantime, if you want to check out more ATAR, I got you covered right here, and I got you covered right here if you want to see some other This is Non-League videos. There's a bunch of them right here, like a lot.